Oh, finally we're live. We're back.
Hello.
We are back. Oh my
Hello.
goodness. I know I've had many messages and emails like, you're coming back, right? You're going to be here Monday and all that. And I said, yes, we will.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
a long week. It's
It
been a
has been a long
long
week.
week.
It
Oh
has
my
been a long
goodness.
week.
Um, so yeah, I didn't tell everybody, but my whole family scheduled their COVID vaccine shots. And so that is why I needed to be off because get this, I was going to be there for them. They're all getting their shots like one a day. Everybody's getting over 5 days and all this, than me. And they didn't have any side effects. Like I had bought the store out, I had everything they would ever need, electric blankets and electric throws and, everything. And really, they just like nothing. It was good. It was good. But then I had my Monday. It was a couple of nothing days. And then it said, well, you know what? Let's go down the list of what could happen.
Oh yeah.
Super mild. I would have that shot again in a heartbeat. I wouldn't care. But it was just very mild, and it would be like a real mild upset stomach, one night and one morning and one night. But it would only be those time periods. It was just really, you talk about the weirdest stuff. I had chills for 3 minutes.
Wow, that's
Oh, I'm
good.
cold, I'm cold, I'm cold. Oh, I'm hot, I'm hot. For like 10 minutes. I
Uh-huh.
was like, my body was like 101, but my head was okay. It was just the weirdest thing. And it was nothing. It really was nothing, but it was annoying.
Yeah,
and it, but it
absolutely.
kept coming through just a little bit, dizzy one day and, things like that. So I had a good day yesterday of nothing weird. So I'm glad.
Oh, that's
Hi,
so good.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kate. Hi, Mary Am. Hi. So, hi, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
So that's why I wanted to be a little private on it. I didn't want anybody worrying. And we got through it. And oh, okay. Now I've got to say I'm on, this is gross, blood clot watch. I took
Wow.
J&J. So I have from, the 17th through the 24th to watch for anything that happens. So, but I'm fine and I'm not in the demographic. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's done. That's done in this
That's good stuff.
household.
Yeah.
Oh,
Check it out.
no, it isn't. My husband has to have a second shot Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll go through that okay, the second
Piece of
one.
cake.
Ah, so
Piece of cake.
one of the things I want to ask the audience in just a bit is I found that during COVID that profound things came out of what's really important and unexpected. And I'll talk about them later. And I'm sure for you, Carla, because you were really on the battleground, you still are. Bless you for doing
Thank
that
you.
great job that you do.
Thank you.
And but yeah, some things came off. I mean, I worked hard, dang hard for over a year to survive and to have my family survive. And I know that everybody's gone through a lot of stuff, even right now. Good friend's father is gravely ill, and I just got the text today, and I have somebody else that's going through. She just turns her head, and they say she has a different cancer. I mean, it's really bad, and so I just like on top of the world, and then everything happens. So, there's a lot of things I'd like to hear from you guys of what you feel about, the world or yourself, your experience, and what really spiritually did this connect you to God more stronger, or what do you use anything? Kate said we froze, but I see us moving.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe cake
Uh,
froze.
Kate froze. Kate, congratulations. And you are a super fan. And so we have
Woo!
gifted you with a private video reading with me next week. So
Woo-hoo!
I don't do those for everybody.
Yeah.
So that's very special.
That's
I
good
hope to
stuff.
do that now and then because Kate has always supported not only our page. Kate, you will see her in the comments helping people.
Absolutely.
Sincerely, she's giving good advice and she's very intuitive. And so, we recognize that. We've done some special things for some of our fans. I've gifted their Amazon Wish and sent them very nice things. And so it's great to do this for Kate and be able to see her on the video. I love that.
Good stuff.
So, anyway, we made changes. Did you guys see our roster that we put up of all our shows? We now have an astronumerologist. That means an astrology and a numerologist, Gigi Cohen, and she starts on Friday, her show. Let's see, what time did she say? 3 p.m. Pacific, you guys, and which is a good time slot. We used to have that one. But she's going to do mini oracle readings for you, and sometimes she's going to do like she did. Did you guys catch us on Friday? She did numerology readings for everybody. It was really great. And then I threw some cards down too. So you'll be able to learn about numerology, learn astrology. I don't know if you need 30 years for that. All the stuff that she knows, I go, how do you just pull that out of your head? It's amazing. So anyway, she will do all your fortunes. She will also do numerology readings, and she will pull oracle cards for you on Fridays. Every Friday, isn't that wonderful? And so we have a lot of new stuff going on, and we're not finished. We are going. I'm finding that crystal person. We're going to add a couple mediums, and we've had some people reach out, and we also are going to look for maybe people that have a specialty in paranormal investigation that want to do a show. Of course, how great is that? The ones, especially I'd love to get the ones that are back in England and Britain that go to those great places, or back east, Massachusetts, Salem, that'd be great. So we're gonna wait for those people to come in and give them a time slot and run some really fun things. Hi, RR. RRPP. Hi, Lisa. And CM Gonzalez. How are you guys doing? Becky, hi. So anyway, we have a lot of changes coming, and we had a little mini meeting just before this to kind of talk about the new things that we're going to be doing. So I'm all excited about that. I think there's going to be some really big changes. And thank you for YouTube people coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Tomorrow is our reading show. So tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, be right here in Psychic Fixes. And Carla and I do a whole hour of readings for you. Okay. And that's always fun. That's my favorite thing.
Yes.
My favorite thing that I do on everything is to go do that, and to, Carla will connect with Nana, her guide, and to anybody that's passed over or anybody that's bringing a message to you. And I do the tarot cards. So I haven't done a reading for like 6 or 7 days now.
Good.
And yeah. I needed it. Let me tell you, the vaccine will kind of kick you in the butt.
Yeah.
And, my sister took the same one, and it like wiped her out one day and then the next day. And then she felt better. And I thought, I don't want to be wiped out. And I actually was fine. I went and did. And I stay up till midnight or 1 a.m., right? And 9 o'clock, I'm going, I think I got to go to bed.
Night owl, Miss Night Owl over here.
I get up at 6:50 and I go to bed by 1 a.m. It's just me. And what happened? Let's see what you guys are saying. Antoinette, my friend, died Wednesday. Oh, Antoinette, come tomorrow when we're doing readings. And Lisa, your mom passed?
Yeah.
Oh, day by day healing. And Kate goes sending. See, Kate's our hostess.
So
What's a really good title for Kate? Because she's just wonderful. Oh, yeah, it could be a princess. I don't care. Come on, whatever you want. Hi, Carlos. Hi, Honey Bunch. How are you doing? I
cute.
always tell you I see the cereal box whenever I say your name.
Honey
It's
bunches of
but I
it.
see that yellow, that high vibrational yellow. It's so good. Oh, talking about vibrations, Magpie Debbie, because they have named me that. I think our viewers, because I used to just say I'm Libra. I like the sparkle stuff. So I got a tanzanite ring this time.
That's
And so I
beautiful.
looked it up because that purple being the high vibrational psychic ability, this helps connect to higher vibration. So yeah,
Ooh,
it's a
I
good
love it.
excuse.
It's beautiful. I know, right? Yes, I need it.
It really
I have
is.
it. I saw
Hi,
they have.
Eric.
I see they have a nice moldavite ring, and I have my two moldavite pieces. I want to make them into rings, but I don't know. I don't know if I could trust the person making it.
You know what? By the way, I have like a bag full of jewelry, and I wonder where I put it. I put it in a baggie.
I don't know
This
what
is me.
is it
I
not
Why do
sparkly
I
enough?
set things down? I don't,
Is it?
the big green amethyst I have in the big giant
Oh yes,
topaz. Yeah,
yes.
and yeah, I don't know. It's around my wedding ring.
Oh my goodness,
I
Debbie.
know it's here
We need
somewhere, but
we need it to work. We need that to work.
I need a personal assistant.
We need
I'm telling you,
a
I'm going to be
jewelry
doing that.
personal
I'm
assistant.
hiring.
Where's Wendy? Where's Wendy Pooh? You need a jewelry personal assistant.
Oh, you know what? And she's a doll. She's just like my daughter, and she'd be here
Yeah.
in a heartbeat if I needed anything. She's
Uh-huh.
great, great. But I got a new thing. I haven't ever done. Do you ever worked with sealing wax? Sealing wax, to seal stuff with the stamp.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh, I've
I've
always
always
wanted
wanted
to.
to do it.
You did not. I've always
Yeah.
wanted one, but I just don't know which one to choose. It has to be perfect. It has to be my own logo. It has to be.
I found a Phoenix, and the Phoenix is Psychicfixes.
Yes.
I have to buy it, but this came with the kit. It's a tree of life. So yeah,
Oh,
that's fine. But
nice.
I'm gonna order that. But I wanted a sample of all the colors to try.
I need
And I'm
it.
like, I used to make my concoctions in the glass bottles, and I didn't ever seal it with wax. I've seen some ugly ones. I looked on Etsy, and the people, I go, what is that? I almost said a four-letter word. Um, start with the C, R, and I was like, that's so ugly. And do you guys know about ugly jars? Man, I know people that have ugly jars. That's the bad stuff in it.
Ugly
And so you
jars.
guys have to totally don't make those things. But anyway, the deal is that I'm going to be making something. They give you like envelopes and tea candles, and I don't know pins. I don't know
Oh,
what
that's
these
just
pins
to
are
add a
for.
little, like to write on your envelope, whatever your, yeah.
Now, I don't do drugs, but this came with it. I know.
Oh, my little blonde
For
one.
you guys, for you guys who do know me, and I'm very open about my life. My second husband was a heroin addict, and he was off drugs when I met him, and we were married a short time, and he got back with a friend, and he went back on him. And how I know about the spoons and stuff is that I walked in on him shooting up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like in the movies,
that's
but
horrible.
it took his life. He's dead.
Yeah.
Don't do
That's
that.
horrible.
Whatever you
That's
do.
bad stuff. So, but that's not that kind of spoon, Debbie. Let's just point that
No,
out, folks.
it's for wax.
So you
You
put your
got
little
my
bead
story.
in there.
You got your candle. Right. Why
Yes.
is this wood and not metal? I can see the whole thing flaming. You put
Yeah. You know
the
what? That's
wax in
fun.
there.
Touch it.
I know. I'll do it outside. I'm really careful. And then you just do it, and then you just spoon it I mean, you pour it out
Yeah.
and seal it. I guess. Haven't
Yeah.
done this before.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
you
on
can
my,
picture,
it's time to do your bucket list stuff. It
yes,
really is. So
you are
anyway,
absolutely correct. I love that
everybody for Christmas will be.
I know right now Debbie's gonna start sending out random letters to everybody. They're gonna be
You're taking
snapping.
the letter or
Yes,
the little charm bottle. Little charm bottle with that on it.
I
I
love
can
it.
do that. Okay, we're talking about birds because Carlos said he's seen orange blackbirds, like orange crows, coming across you. Hmm.
Those are swooping down
Orange.
on everybody these days.
Are you? I am telling you that we look out and we go, what is these big crow things doing? And they're trying to get our lizards, and I'm chasing them all the time. And I said, why my house? Why now? And I'll look out and they're sitting on my neighbor's car. And I'm like, if you're scratch, they all have new cars, right? Mine's 2005.
Yeah,
So,
over there.
come on, land
Yeah.
on here because it doesn't matter. But orange
They,
blackbirds,
yeah,
I
they say
don't
that
know.
the crows are the messengers. From what I'm being told, the crows are the messengers for those on the other side. They carry messages from the other side, but at the same time, they say when you see a bunch of crows together, which is what is the name for a group of crows? There's like a name, a murder.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Telling you.
Oh my gosh.
But when you got like instead of like a herd, it's murder. When
Oh
there's a
my
bunch of
gosh.
yes. So and also but they're not bad. They help to, from what I understand, what I've been told is that they also help to cross people over that are like kind of on the wing,
Oh,
kind of not on the wing, but they're not there yet. And then sometimes they're just hanging out to hang out. I think they're the most beautiful creatures. They talk to us whenever we are not paying attention. They swoop in front of us. There's something they're trying to get your attention about because there's so much going on in the world, and I think they're trying to slow some people down from their fast thoughts and their overthinking minds. Um, it's a beautiful thing because when I drive, they swoop over my car and they swoop down in front of my car at times, and it's whatever their message is. I just keep driving. I don't, they don't cause me to go off the road or nothing. They just come by, just letting me know that they're there, that kind of thing.
oops. Please keep
Also,
going up. Let me get Kate's. Blackbirds are very lucky totem.
absolutely, absolutely. If you were to look up a raven, you look up a crow. Absolutely, they're good stuff. Owls, Chisiam Gonzalez, owls have been coming around, but then stopped. Not sure what color they are. Let me tell you this thing about owls. You'll talk to some people in some Native American cultures. They believe that the owl is the bringer of death. That when the owl comes and you see the owl, if he props himself in your window or he makes himself extremely visible to you, just like in the middle of the day, you see an owl or something, that means that somebody's going to die. On the other hand, I've seen an owl while driving. It looked like, I don't know if you guys remember the story I told you. It was like the size of a toddler. I was driving to work.
Oh, jeez.
Remember I told you it was when I had my truck and the wingspan was the size of the windshield of my Silverado that I had back then. And it was just flapping, flying. So whatever reason it was there for, maybe it was stopping me from an accident. But this was like it was before I had my accident with my granddaughter. Not like right before, but it was like a little time span before that. So they are messengers. They are messengers of whatever the message is, either acknowledgement or whatever. But just looking into his eyes, I swear to God, he had legs of a 2-year-old toddler. It was a big, huge white.
Oh my Lord.
It was huge, and it was white. I'll never forget it. And I told,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like,
Yeah.
like, be careful. But I mean, it is what it is.
Have you seen those harpy owls? They look like they just flew out of hell. Have you guys seen them? They're scary as heck. And they're like 4 feet tall or something. I'm like, no,
Well, are they have
no.
brown, or do they have brown with the hair sticks out, or what am I talking about?
They don't look real. They look like they're from hell to me. They're
Harpy
scary.
owl? Harpy.
Yeah, look it up.
Daddy,
Look it
what
up
is a
sometime.
harpy owl? Keith?
What is the
Harpy owl? What do they look like?
HARPY.
Yeah, HARPY, please. You know, let me
Anyway,
tell you. Yeah, Kate, dogs normally come in. Yeah. The thing about it too is about dogs. Like I've been telling Debbie, I don't know if you remember, but so Gypsy, we have a husky, her name is Gypsy Rose, and the neighbors have dogs. I don't know, they might have like 5 or something like that. Kate says hi, Keith. Oh my God, that's a human.
I know it.
Holy guacamole.
They're like, oh my God.
He looks like a freaking butler.
Or like he came from a masquerade.
Yeah.
Oh, they're scary, and they're so tall.
Yeah, that's I'm sure I've seen that. But so anyways,
they have a harpy eagle too.
The dogs start freaking out.
Oh, harpy eagles. Get that picture too. Go ahead.
Harpy eagle, yeah. She says to get that picture. So anyways, my dog Gypsy never partakes. I always tell her stop. Yeah, my dog's name is Gypsy Rose. Yeah. And it's really crazy because I keep telling Keith, I said, you know what, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen because I'm feeling like an earthquake or something because these dogs.
Yeah. We've been talking about that.
Debbie, we've been gabbing about that, and we've been talking because it's going, holy guacamole. Whoops, sorry, wait, let me get that. That's a harpy eagle. They're
all scary.
That's just as crazy. They're beautiful, but oh my goodness, that's a different.
Yeah, they scare you.
Dogs. I mean, and it's not like there's any sirens going around though either, right? I mean, you know how dogs, they act like they start going off and everything. There's no sirens. So Gypsy started going crazy earlier. Not even an hour ago. Remember before I told Keith to bring her in, like right before that, she was just like howling, but I mean like from her gut howling. And she never does that because she's too lazy. She's like, she just minds her own business.
You're one of those dogs that just lay there and go, oof.
Yeah, she'll lay there. And
because I gotta get that in, but I don't give it anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If Keith puts her plate right in front of her and she won't eat it, I'm like, Keith, you have to put it, honey. You have to put it right in front of her. So he moves it from here to here, and then she'll start eating it. Or else he has to feed her. I'm like, could you just feed her, please? And he'll just like feed her. And then I'll feed her. And she doesn't want me to feed her. She wants Keith to feed her. Whatever. Dogs. Anyway, she's spoiled like that. She's very spoiled like that.
So it was asked, I think it was Jason asked about coins and moon and dogs. And, you know, the deal is lately, it's like I made this bubble, you know, and so I haven't gotten any feelings about any of that stuff because I made this bubble of protection because of what we were going through. And I've had a heck of a couple of weeks of stuff happening. And I go, that's enough. Absolutely. I got to deflect because enough people were coming this April, and I knew it was going to be hard. I knew April was. I was supposed to be involved in a big thing happening next week. And they go, we've heard, you know, from the other side that your energy is going to be needed for yourself. And I said, darn right. This month, and having all these people come in crisis all month, and then scheduling all our vaccines and everything else. So I've got to say that I don't even have anything about coins or dogs or anything like that. Because the one thing I can really do is make a strong warding, a bubble, and deflecting stuff, you know, because I go, okay, it's only as much as I can deal with here, you know.
Yeah.
And I see them. The white ones are said to be spirits, and you worry about the dark ones. You know, every time that we do have to realize that literally we get signs. We've talked about it many, many times. I have the best
Yeah.
story for that, which I'm not telling right now. But we have to watch what the animals do, right? No,
Absolutely.
there's several reasons why, because they can foretell earthquakes and things happening. They also can be connected to the spirit world and or warning us. Plus, physically, they can warn us. And so we do have to look for whenever there's a bird flying like right at us or looking at us or something like that. We need to say, okay, heads up. What is my what's coming in? What does my psychic alarm okay? You need to do that. And if
Yeah.
you are a psychic person, take out your tools, throw out your cards, whatever, and discern what the heck's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And Google, feel free to Google anything. I was told, Keith and I had watched this one lady. We enjoy it to watch a couple. We don't watch many people on YouTube. I know Kate said hi back.
I have to make him famous. There we go.
I know I think he already said hi in the beginning of the show. He's like, I beat her to it.
No.
So anyways, anytime you guys get anything, like you're thinking of something, or all of a sudden somebody pops into your head, look at the time, look at what's around you, see if there's a coin on the ground or a feather or something like that. So get this. I know this is lame. Well, whatever. So there's only a few people that we watch, or maybe a couple people that we watch on YouTube. You know, she does the cards, whatever. She's pretty like spot on, you know, and you know, like the pick a card. Me and Keith, we do the pick a card, whatever, you know. So she was saying, you know, you're going to be getting signs and just all this other thing. I've always seen myself walking with my hand touching, you know, like in Gladiator, how he's walking and he's touching, he's in the field.
Oh, that's that bloody movie?
Yes.
But no, I did not watch it.
Mine is blood. But you know how you're walking down the field and it looks like wheat or whatever? It's that white thistly stuff. Anyways, you're touching, you know.
Oats.
The oats. I've always seen myself walking down a field and I can see at the very end a house. And I'm walking down and my hand is touching oats. Well, the oats came out. The oats card came out. And then also, I mean, it was just boom, boom, boom. And then the maple leaves, which I don't know if you guys have ever noticed my tattoo. I love maple leaves. That's my thing. And I have a tattoos of maple leaves, and Nana sent me the maple leaf, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, she said, you know, you're going to see coins, feathers. That was another thing. That not even an hour later, I seen a feather. And then I went to work. And when I was driving, a feather fell. As I was driving, out of nowhere. I'm on the freeway, for God's sakes. And a feather's coming down, and it landed like on my windshield. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think nothing of it. I get to work and I go to the bathroom, the women's bathroom, right? And there's a dime, there's a penny on the ground.
I'm just gonna say a dime and a feather in the back seat. That happens to me. And I go,
I have money.
Seriously? Hi, but what's the meaning?
Yeah, absolutely. And so it was a dime tails up. So I Googled dime tails up, and it's like, you're on the right track. You're doing what you're doing. You know, just, I mean, it was just total confirmation. It was the psychic, you know, the psychic biscuit, or, you know, that
cookie.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about this. I'm going to ask you guys that when you go on to Google, you first ask your guides, the angels, whoever you're working with, use this tool as a tool to give me a message. Okay. So if you're going to go Google something, let them use that electronics and bring up the right message. Absolutely. And that's what I do to make sure that they know, okay, I'm expecting a sign and to get the right message. And because, oh my gosh, they're so amazing working with the other side. I mean, I work with them constantly all the time, and I'm just amazed. I feel like I really should have that reality show, because all these things are just happening all the time.
Absolutely.
And it really is crazy, amazing. I do want to take a minute here, and I got an invitation for you guys. Okay. And we'll talk about it for a week. But I'm going to open up Monday shows for the viewers to come on. Now you don't have to have no, you don't have to have a camera on or anything like that. I use StreamYard. You'll click a link and we'll turn it off and just have you audio, unless you want to be on. If you're a ham like me, you could be on. And please, we want to hear your stories. Your you find I can't do it. I just did it for the first time. So we want you guys to come on with us, and you'll just need earphones, your phone, and we'll have you dark, but we'll be able to hear you. And you go ahead and tell us your ghost story or your whatever. Coincidence? Oh my goodness, coincidence. Those are crazy ones. Defying the odds, boy, done that.
Absolutely.
So many. You know the dollar bill story?
Which one?
Carla?
Which one?
Okay.
My memory.
I was, well, I've got two. So you were right. By the way, I've got two. So, one, I got married, first wedding. You guys know I've had a few. The first wedding, I wrote down our names and our date that we were married on a dollar bill. Why? I'm defacing it. Okay, I know, but I did. And so it got spent. And that was years ago. And I moved to, guys know I lived in Yosemite. Was that good? That was a beautiful place. And I went about my life and everything. And one time I came down here, I didn't live in El Cajon, but I went down to El Cajon to my sister's. And we need to go to the store. So my grandfather drove us to Safeway. And I was getting change. I had my hand out like this, getting change. And the last dollar on there, I said, Grandpa, I want you to look at this dollar. Do you see what's on there? And I went like this, and I put it in the coin purse. And I went to my sister's and had my grandmother's coin purse with me. She had passed. And I went into the house. I said, everybody, come here. And I said, Grandpa is my witness. I opened that coin purse, took it out, and there was the dollar with our names on it and the date. Years ago, 1974, years ago, and it was in my hand. I have the dollar that. How much time? I got a couple minutes here.
Let's do it.
We're gonna ask as our viewership goes down. This is great. I was at work, and this lady came in and early. And she was in front of me and trying to count the register out. And she's talking. And I stop. And I'm looking. I got to have that register counted out. I've got like 10 minutes. And I start again. And she stops. And, do you count money? Do you really look at it? It's 5, 10, 52. No. And so I said to her, please, wait. I have to count this money out. And I only have a few minutes. I have to have it in the register. And so I concentrated and I looked at the money. And when I got to the ones, I go like 1, 2, holy cow. And I said to her, do you see what's written on this bill? And she said, yes. And it said Gooch, Gooch. So I went in the back and I paid for the dollar and I kept that dollar. And the reason that it really meant a lot is my dad, they called him Gooch, and that is my maiden name. It's written in pencil, and I've got it in my jewelry case. Wow. And that was, number one, who's going to write that on anything? Who's going to do that? I work for the government, the public, they come in. The money changes hands constantly all day. Right? We send it in all the time. Where did that come from?
Holy crap.
Yeah, that happened.
God, that's insane.
I am telling you. Insane. It's crazy. True. And I got it,
Those things come full circle. I firmly believe in that. I firmly believe in that. When you need that message, it comes when you ask. Yeah. It does, for whatever reason.
That's amazing, Carlos. 555 That
That's a
5,
good one.
4
That's a
fives.
good one.
Oh wow, that's
Isn't that
crazy good.
ending of an old energy moving forward into a new energy? Like it's like turning the page kind of meaning, I believe. Shannon, I know I'm all trying to point to Debbie and I can't get it right. I'm so not camera
No,
savvy.
I can't. This technology thing is crazy. It isn't. Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Yeah. Hi, Sandra.
Yeah. So we have to look at the signs. So, anybody have anything come out of COVID that you feel spiritually really connected you more, or made you change something big? For me, it was a few weeks ago. You have people on Facebook saying, "Hi, Jean. Jeannie is my cousin. Hey, Jeannie. This is a little kiss for you."
I stole it. No, I get it.
You can have your own.
I stole that too.
See, on Facebook, you always have these friends, don't you, that say, "I'm axing everybody," mad at them or whatever. And so I never do that, but I did. I went on and I said, "Who has not said anything, or who has really wronged me?" Because if I'm a second chance, I'll give you, and then it's
You're a
not.
third, fourth, fifth, and sixth kind of chance person, Debbie.
Well, with a few people. But anyway, this time I just went stealthily and went banny ban 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 ban, because I know that they've done something, and I go, so I'm done. I'm done. I kind of trim the herd a little bit.
Yep.
I just felt like it was important for me to have the best and loyal and loving people around me, and the pandemic showed me that.
Absolutely.
And it was over a year of chaos, of fighting and hating. And I said, I don't need that. I don't. And so I did. I did take some people down and out.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've learned in this business too, Debbie, with our time together, it's like there's some that are going to try and I don't know what it is. It becomes a competition with some people, and me, I'm just so like I'm happy for everybody. You do
Yeah.
good. I'm not one of those people that, hey, oh yeah, I want you to do good. I want you to do good. Just don't do better than me.
No.
I'm not. I am very far from that. And there's some
Yeah.
people I have met along this path that are just like, I've learned it because I've grown tougher skin because of it. Yeah, it hurts my feelers. Yes, it hurts my feelers because you want everybody to be good with it. But you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to trim the herd, like you said.
Yeah, but what I do is I sincerely, from the heart, wish them well.
Yeah.
There was somebody that was around, and wasn't very nice. And I felt, well, it was because they were in physical pain a lot and stuff. So I just let whatever came out of their mouth came out of their mouth. Well, I really needed that person to do a big move, and the person did a big move, and I was so glad. But what went with it is to be in the best place, best circumstances, and very loving. Please, I need you to go there.
Yeah.
And so I wish the best for everybody. I have somebody in my family that is out of my life completely, and
Absolutely.
I'm justified in that.
Yeah.
But I don't wish any harm. Let them go do their thing, and they're learning
Yeah.
their karma, their lessons, whatever. But I found for this year plus that these people needed to go away from me totally.
My whole thing too is that when you're able to stand in your truth and totally be like okay with yourself and moving forward in your own journey, there's going to be people that are not comfortable with what you're doing or how you're doing it, or maybe they can just no longer, they don't, it's not that they don't fit, it's just that they don't want to be the people on my, speaking for myself, whether it's family, friends, or whatever. It's sometimes, even when it's family, you have to step back And it's the hardest thing to do because you just want to be, hey, well, I'm going to love you from over here, though. You need to take your ass over there, but I'm going to love you from here. And I'm going to wish you well. But there's some people that are super petty. And I get that. Sometimes I have to remember that. It's like, wait, it's not me. It's not me. I've worked through those wounds. I've worked through those issues. I've got my badge. My little badge is showing, that healing where I'm able to see things differently and not be so on the edge about certain comments that are being said. Some things, yeah, they still sing. Oh yeah, trust me. I'm still, that old me comes through sometimes, but in reality, I'm thinking sometimes when I look at some people, they look like 5-year-old kids throwing a tantrum because they don't have their way. And that's something that that's their journey, whether they want to step out of that or not. That's on them.
I think the really hardest thing for me is um, working hard to build my business and sincerely helping as many people as I can. And for people to, turn around and they've said to my face that they're jealous.
Yeah.
And God gave me whatever abilities. I'm so grateful. It isn't funny. And I
Yeah.
want to help everybody. My goal is to be able to do free, readings all the time for people.
Absolutely.
And to help because I know how validated I am, that I want to give them whatever help they need. But for them to say it to my face, and I go, how can you feel that way when I'm trying to help you and everybody else? Don't put that horrible energy into it. You can't compare, I can't compare my abilities to Carla's abilities.
Yeah.
They're apples and oranges.
Yeah.
And, so that's really, really hard. And I want everybody to be successful. And maybe they're jealous of that also, but that's really hard for me. But I just go, I do let it go, and I let them go as well.
Yeah.
Matter of
Well, that's
fact.
the thing is I think the biggest lesson that I've learned is that friendship with conditions is not a friendship. That's just like, I need you right now. I need you to do this. I want you to do that. But when I'm done, it's just like, I'm going to do what I do and do the thing not as I do. That's one of those things that has always been uh, a thorn in my side with certain people. It just doesn't really work out for me. And I mean, I'm far from perfect, but at the same time, it's like, I would never want to take something from somebody for personal gain that's going to make them be, who they're not meant to be. You know what I mean? Who am I to take that, to steal anyone's thunder, you know? So,
I do want to tell everybody tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, we'll be doing readings, and we'll do a whole hour, one after another, mediumship and or tarot. We usually try to do it together,
yeah,
the one person, both of us. So once in a while, one person will take one over the other. So do come tomorrow with Kendra and everybody, uh, and Gray Fox. Um,
we don't do pregnant though. I'll tell you right
yeah, we
now.
don't do any medical, including pregnancy, live on the air. We don't do that. Cece will be doing readings tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So I would like you guys to private message Psychic Fixes, or if you're on YouTube and you want to be on the show, even just audio and tell your ghost story or whatever, be part of the conversation next week. YouTube is psychicfixes@gmail.com, and let me know. Let's get you scheduled to come in and talk about everybody. Doesn't almost everybody have a ghost story? They've got some kind of a owl story.
Yeah, you know
Something.
what? Now that you guys have been ignited to the owls and to the crows, you guys are going to start noticing things. I don't know if you guys are becoming more sensitive, but I know that there's some of you out there that are, now that we've discussed these things, you're going to pay a lot more attention to things around you that you see. People are going through life so just like with blinders still. Even after this pandemic, people are still going, I got to get this done. I got to worry. Slow down. Slow down. Don't miss those doors that are opening up for you. I mean, what's meant for you will always be. I mean, it'll come. It'll happen. But just enjoy the the road trip. Enjoy the ride. Don't miss that stuff. See the little things. Even if there's a dime in the stall, man, don't miss.
I know it. I
Don't
go
miss
after
it.
it's a penny, and my husband goes, "That's dirty. It's money. I got an hand sanitizer. It's a penny."
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
I
I didn't
mean,
pick them up.
because it's money and because it might be a sign.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm like,
sign.
I took
I'm
a picture.
keeping it.
I took a
Oh
picture and I
no,
sent it
really?
to Keith. Yeah, I took a picture and I sent
Ah.
it to Keith, and I'm like, whoa, there's a penny on the floor. I took a picture and then I turned around, there's a dime on the floor. I'm like, whoa, there's a dime, and I Googled it, and it was super cool. So yeah,
Well, I see dimes. I told them, I go, so, I see pennies all the time. I said, now I want dimes. But I found a lot of money.
some people
I found hundreds of dollars, and you go,
absolutely.
wow. You turn it into the police department, by the way, but if they don't claim it, guess who gets it? So I used to find money when I was a little one. I mean, little before I was in school. I'd be out in this field. My dad was working on all the missiles, the Gemini missiles and all those. And we were stationed for a few months in Altus, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they had a plowed circle. And so I'd come out of the house and I go to and I would just say, pick up, and I go up to my mom and said, the lady's got a nightgown on. And so it was a 50 cent, a walking liberty, 50 cent silver
Oh
piece.
gosh.
Then I'd go back out and I'd find more and silver dollars and stuff. What, where is she doing this? They never
Pennies from
found
heaven.
anything.
From
I know,
heaven.
my
The aliens were
silver.
leaving them in the middle of the field. Wow.
Oh, Kendra, you're
Yeah.
going to be on the road? I'll be on Friday. I'll be doing it Friday at 10 a.m. I'll be doing readings on Psychic Fixes. Matter of fact, you know what? I had this silver dollar, and it's so pretty, and I use it for wealth on ritual tablescapes, shiny, beautiful. So I decided to put somewhere safe.
Where?
Yeah, you tell me.
That's my girl.
I keep doing that,
that's my
and
girl.
usually when anybody loses anything, I just I gotta find something for somebody.
Yeah.
I just ask them, show me where it's at, and I walk right to it. And now I'm like, oh, you know how long it took me to find these earplugs?
Yeah,
Today?
right?
I don't know. It's just like crazy.
Absolutely. Oh, Lisa.
Yeah, look at the. Oh.
Holy guacamole. Wow.
Oh, yes. Lady T's on Tuesdays. And if you send her your go to Lady T to show Houston and just message her your dream or whatever, and she will message you back and she'll do it for you on that next Tuesday.
I would, you know what? That is so interesting. That's like a gift from the gods. That is like a message from the gods. Beautiful stuff. I can see it's a white energy. Let me tell you, many, many moons ago when I lived in Lodi, this guy I used to date used to work in the fields, right? And he came across an owl. And the owl, it was beautiful. He was, I have it like on, so anyways, he brought the owl home, but it's illegal because they're protected to have an owl. Well, we called like whoever we could find, like it wasn't even like the dog pound or whatever. Like they would not touch the owl, but nothing.
Oh.
So we had to call like the wildlife people.
Rescue. We have that one. And,
oh my gosh. And he was so beautiful. I have pictures of him with me and him on my Facebook page. Beautiful. They had to put him down. But
oh no.
Yeah, he was like, but I mean, he was saved from being like killed in the field by coyotes and stuff like that. So they humanely, they put him down, and because he had broken his I mean, he would never be able to fly again. He would just be
Right.
cute. But he was so beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But owls
They're
are
so cute.
absolutely, that is such an amazing dream. I know I had a dream last night too, Lisa. I was telling Keith about it earlier. It was super trippy, but it was just weird. It was just weird. I gotta get with Lady T too. Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I can't remember any of mine. They're
It
just
was
like,
weird. It was weird. It was me and my kids back in the house where I rented when I first moved out, and I rented the house for 14 years. I went into each and every one of my kids' bedrooms, and they were fine. And of course, my butt was up early in the morning getting ready to go to work. But when I looked out the window, I seen a bunch of like not ghosts, but like zombies walking around,
oh,
like
shoot.
dead people walking
Oh,
around my house, and they were trying to get inside, but some were kind of trying walking, but it wasn't like bad. Like they were trying to come inside, like they didn't know they were dead, but it was just very weird. The dream, and I'm like, okay, so once they clear, I can leave and go to work, you know. And all my kids were sleeping; they were little. It was weird, but that's what Lady T says, that people dream in houses, right? You know, they dream in houses. You
I
know,
wish I'd remember mine.
yeah.
Kendra, let's see. Tomorrow, Zoe will be doing readings at the last 15 minutes of her show, which is 6 p.m. Pacific. So she's the next person that will be doing readings, okay? So best of luck with that.
Yeah, be safe on the road while you're at it too. Heck yeah.
So, yeah, Zoe will be on tomorrow. Wait, what's today? No,
No, we will be
Lady
back.
T. We will be back tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, she said she won't will miss that as well. 26th. Well, we'll be on the 26th
yeah.
and the 27th. So 27th we'll be doing the readings. So Lady T's tomorrow, and then we're at 6:30 p.m. Um, Pacific, and we'll be doing readings for an
Absolutely.
hour. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've got so many people now. And you guys remember Gigi. Gigi's first show will be Friday. She's not going to be by herself, but you won't be able to see me. I'm
Ah,
going
I'm
to
gonna,
run it for her to get it going.
I'm gonna be a
And
guest.
yeah, so I know because I really want those. I don't get readings from anybody. And so she say, well, you're this or that or the other. She just says it. And but the fact is like those numerology things and stuff, I'd love to get those readings.
Oh man, yeah. Numerology, that's like bread and butter right there.
And I so believe in the astrology, but it needs to come from somebody really good,
Yeah.
and then
No,
it has to resonate.
absolutely. Well, that's the thing too, is that somebody told me, I remember I got a reading, they're like, oh, that I was like really, I like astrology should be really easy for me in this lifetime because I was like an expert at it before in another life. I'm like, what? I'm all, huh? I know
Yeah,
I'm
no,
Scorpio. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just, maybe if I really put my mind into it, because I bought a book, but I just never.
there's so much.
Yeah,
When she goes, well, and your moon is rising in that house and that whatever and that
yeah.
and then the other number whatever. And I'm like, I could never. No.
No, no.
I could not get
Tell me when I'm
that.
gonna lose 50 pounds, and let's leave it at that.
That I could do with tarot cards.
Yeah,
So there you go.
my house is gonna be clean, and my dog is gonna act right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all waiting to, have this new start, which I foresee for individual clients this coming. It's like a trend. So I'll be doing a video on predictions for the United States, and I'll put it up because thank you God, got hit everything right
Yeah,
so far. And
absolutely.
because I really want to see what's going to happen, but I'm going to also get the opportunity to our viewers to specifically look at a town or the city or their state or
Yeah,
their country, and see what's going on and what I
absolutely.
see when it's going to go. Because I have a friend who's a scientist, and their family are physicians in the UK, and they're calling this next wave coming, the fourth wave, for India and China, which is scary. So we don't want any more waves. So I will go ahead and look at it and get that out hopefully this week. So
Nice. That'll be
I'm going to
interesting.
see you tomorrow for readings.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And
Yes,
thank you
ma'am.
guys so much. We love you. Tomorrow
Yeah.
we'll be back. Anybody that wants to be on the show, tell their story, would you just private message me, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to take off.
Thank you.
Bye,
Good night.
everybody.
Yeah, Lisa, get with Lady T. I'm so interested, if you don't mind. I don't want to be in your personal business, but I am super interested in knowing that. Good stuff.
Pretty cool. She's so good, too. She's great. Yeah.
I'm going to email her right now. I'm going to message her.